In this video, I'm going to show you how you can tell if your lateral knee x-ray is under-rotated or over-rotated and how you can fix it. You have to really understand your anatomy, so I'm going to go over that really quick. So this right here is a right knee. So the condyle, this would be the medial condyle, the smooth part. The epicondyle is this rough part above it. The medial condyle has what's called the adductor tubercle, and that is the bump that ends at this line. So the adductor tubercle would be right here. And when you see it in a lateral, it'll be like a posterior little bump that you'll be able to see. The tibia is always on the medial side. The fibula will be on the lateral side. The lateral condyle will be right here. The lateral epicondyle will be this rough area above it. The lateral condyle has a little notch right here. The lateral notch is really important. This is what radiologists are looking at, because if you have a really deep lateral notch right here, it can mean that you have a torn ACL. I will show you kind of what it looks like. Once you have taken your lateral x-ray, what I always do is look at the posterior aspect of the knee and see what is too posterior. So if it's perfect, the medial and the lateral condyles will be lined up perfectly, and then there will be a little bit of an overlap between the fibula and the tibia. If it's over-rotated, the joint space between the fibula and the tibia will be open more than it should be, and the lateral condyle will be posterior. And when you look at a picture of the x-ray, you can tell which one is the lateral condyle by if it has, whichever one has that lateral notch. And the medial condyle is usually more round. The lateral condyle is a little bit more flattened out because of that lateral notch. And if they have a really obvious lateral notch, you will see it for sure. So if it's over-rotated, the lateral part of your knee will be more posterior, which means that you need to rotate the knee more medially so that everything lines up. If you have the medial side, the medial anatomy is more posterior than it should be. It makes the fibula be superimposed over the tibia. And if it has the medial condyle more posterior, then that means that the knee is like too much off the table. It's too medially rotated, and basically you just need to rotate the knee more laterally towards the table. All of these examples are if you were doing it tabletop, not cross table. When you do a lateral knee, normally the reason why for a lateral you have to add that 5 to 7 degree angle is because the medial condyle is just naturally lower. Adding that 5 to 7 degree cephalad angle will make it superimposed. If you take the picture and if you add the angle and the medial condyle is still more low than the lateral condyle, that just means that you have to add a more cephalad angle. And then if the lateral condyle is more lower than the medial condyle, you would have to do a more caudal angle.